Hi, Shaq. Shakeem or Shaq for friends.
Ah,
I feel like we're friends, so I'm going with Shaq.
yeah, Shaq is great, thank you.
How are you today?
I'm good, you?
I'm very well. I'm very well. Thank you very much. So we are here because we are celebrating your target on the new funded traded program account. Now you're managing $15,000.
Yeah.
How's the process been for you so far?
So far, it's been quite smooth. I've got nothing to complain about so far.
That's very good and very reassuring for me.
Yeah.
It's a good start. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been trading for? You trading full time, part time? What's the story?
So I've been trading for about 4 years now, but I've been live trading for 3 years. And I think I actually remember trying to do your funded program. I wasn't 18 yet, so I couldn't partake in it.
Oh, I
So I've
see.
known, yeah, so I've known about Audacity for quite a while. But obviously, I'm 19 now, so I can obviously trade with you. And yeah, so far it's been amazing.
But you mentioned this is not your first account with us. You had a
Nah,
previous account. Okay.
yeah, so I'm familiar with how it works.
That's good. So we can do, some comparison between the old funded trader program account and this new one. You hit target on both version of the account, so you manage to find your way in all the programs. So we can say that right now you achieved some sort of consistency in your profitability in trading.
Yeah,
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your style. Are you intraday, swing? What do you like to trade? How that has changed, if as it has changed over the years. Tell us a little bit more.
I consider myself, I'd say, an intraday slash sing trader
Mm-hmm.
because me myself, I would never take more than 5, 6 setups a month, and I'll
Okay.
usually hold those setups for about. It can be anywhere from 4 hours to about 2 days. It really depends on like the market because I mainly trade GBP USD.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
So
mainly
if
trade
GBP USD,
cable.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Have you always specialized in cable, or you found that there was a better reaction to your own approach and to your own strategy to the market in that pair?
I think as I was starting off with trading, I was trading GBP, JPY, gold. I
Mm-hmm.
was trading all different types of currencies. Then I feel like as you get more and more advanced, you come to realize you don't need all of those currency pairs. Usually one is all you need because the way I think of it is imagine you have 10 different girlfriends.
Oh,
You're
wow.
gonna have, yeah, imagine if you have 10 different girlfriends, it's gonna be harder to learn them inside and out all at once. But if you just focus on one, it's a lot easier to know inside and out and be a specialist in that one pair.
That's
That's why
good.
I only
That's
focus on one currency.
That's interesting. You know why? Because I've always considered, like, when we have like students and all of that, when we
Yeah,
try to explain that you need to treat trading in a certain way. You can't expect to just you know become a trader overnight. It doesn't really work like that. You need to learn how a certain pair or different kind of pairs as well behave,
exactly.
and
They all have
it all
different
comes
characters.
with practice, because trading is like looking at yourself in the mirror. There is like all the psychology
Yeah,
involved, all the risk management side of that, and the market is very volatile, so you need to learn how to deal with that. And one funny thing is, some of our students that were a little bit more stubborn to understand, they tend to overtrade, or trying to they don't want to leave money on the table. This kind of approach, I always tell them, like, you need to respect the market, because the market is very volatile. Imagine that the market is a woman in a way. Now I'm going to but it was funny that you mentioned that. Clearly we are not going to take any side, and we're taking ourselves out of all the feminist must, all these things doesn't
yeah.
apply to us. It was just to
Just
laugh.
an analogy.
Yes. So cable, and mainly you said you can go from intraday to swing trading. It depends on the setup.
Yeah.
Do you work using any sort of indicators? Is it mainly on market structure? How do you decide?
So the only indicators I really use is the moving averages,
The moving
the
averages.
EMA and the SMA.
Mm-hmm.
Those are literally everything. And even then, most of the time I have them turned off.
I
It's
see.
only when I want to analyze the chart on the four hourly time frame. That's when I might turn them on
Mm.
periodically and then turn them back off. But I mostly just trade price action.
Price action. And you do that
Yeah.
on a lower time frame or on a higher time frame than 4 hours?
I do top down analysis. So I start from a daily,
Mm-hmm.
and then I even implement. Do you know about the DXY?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll implement the DXY into, because I'm trading GBP USD. I'll implement the DXY. Then I'll go down to the 4 hour, the 2 hour, or the 1 hour, and then I'll execute on the 1 minute time frame.
On the 1 minute. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I see. And what about the risk? How is it? How
Risk.
do you control? How do you manage the risk on your account?
So with the risk, I try not to risk more than 1% per trade.
Mm-hmm.
But on my personal account, that's when I'll be a bit more aggressive. But on
I see.
funds, I tend to risk anywhere from 0.5 to 1%.
That's good. That's good. So it's you mentioned that basically you were one of our traders on the old fund trader program account, and
Yeah.
on this one, clearly you are enjoying the fact that there are less
Yeah.
restriction. That's why I was asking you about the risk management.
The one that
On
stuck out to me,
on the
so the one
previous
that stuck
one,
out,
you had
yeah,
the lot size to respect. Now you
yeah,
can use lot size you want.
yeah.
Did you see
Because
your
one of the main
style changing?
Yeah, because one of the main factors with the lot restrictions, I wasn't able to hit my risk to reward ratio set up. So usually on my fund is I can do 10 hours in one trade. Obviously that doesn't happen consistently. Obviously it doesn't happen frequently. It happens like once a week or once every other week. But
Mm.
now that you've gotten rid of the lot restrictions, I can put on a higher lot while maintaining the risk management and get a higher risk to reward trade.
And in terms of performance results, did you see them improving with this new approach, or there are more like ups and downs?
I'd say it's definitely improved because I think the moment I started on the new program, I was able to double the account. I think it was in the first couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I started off on a 7.5 because it starts off from 7.5. I
Yeah,
think I doubled it with the first couple of weeks because of the fact there was no lot restrictions.
I see. That's good. That's very good. That's very good. And the moving averages that you mentioned, you use them as confluence. That's my
Yeah, confident.
understanding.
Yeah,
Do you use only one of those, or you use the intersection of the moving averages, this
I
kind of
use
things?
intersection. Yeah,
That's good. Which one you using? 20, 50, and 100? Or the 200 as well?
I think it's the 20 and 50.
20.
I can remember.
That's good. There are different people. I remember I was one of my old colleagues. He was pretty much relying on the moving averages, and he was using the exponential one, not the simple moving average, and he was using 4 or 5 of them. He was setting the parameters in his
Really?
own special way. But I remember that the period was 20, 50, 100 and the 200, and he used to say that the 200 moving average was clearly the most reliable one, not for the
Yeah.
short time frame but for higher time frame. And I still remember the color. I think it was light blue or aqua. I remember that moving average on the chart. That's good.
Yeah.
But you stick with price action now. But
Yeah.
where
That's
do
the price.
you read the price action, on which time frame?
I read it. So it all depends. I mostly read the price section of the 1 minute, 1 hour.
1 hour.
When I want to get an overall bias of the structure, I look at the 4 hour.
Mm,
When I want to
I see.
identify the top and bottom of the market, I
Mm.
look at the 4 hour.
I see. I see. I see. That's why you make this top-down analysis, and then your entry is on the 1 minute to see how it
Yeah,
reacts on the structure that you highlighted.
yeah.
Are you trading full time at the moment?
So I actually handed in my notice a couple of weeks ago, and
Okay,
that's quite a big thing for me because I've been working for about 2 years now, and I'm finally in a situation where I can rely mostly on trading.
that's good. That's very, very good.
Yeah,
And you're still very young, so
yeah, I'm
definitely
still very
is all to earn. Just take your time. Don't rush anything. And
yeah.
if you need support, just ask for that. How did you got in touch with this trading world?
I remember it was when I was quite young when I was 15, turning 16, and I think I just saw that generic Lamborghini trader advert on, and I must have been thinking to myself, how can I afford a Lamborghini myself? So I just started doing research,
Mhm.
and I remember Forex came up, and I just didn't look back from then. I just kept diving into the knowledge part.
That's good. But I'm sure you learned that it's not something
Nah,
achievable overnight. Or you have
nah,
your Lamborghini parked downstairs?
nah. But I've actually bought
Me
my
neither.
second car through trading.
That's good. So you are getting there.
Yeah.
That's good. You learned how to trade by yourself, or you had a mentor, you had like a community of friends that trade. How was that side of the journey for you?
So for me personally, because the reason why it took so long is because I didn't even have a mentor. It was literally just
Mm.
YouTube, um, Baby Pips. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Baby Pips. And then yeah, that's literally just YouTube and Baby Pips. And then obviously, when you're trading a currency for a long period of time, you'll collect data,
Yeah.
and then the data will repeat itself. And then I journal the data, and then I learn that data on that currency pair, and that's how I taught myself to trade.
So at the moment, you proper specialize on one currency pair. Are you looking to
Yeah.
integrate that with other assets, or you're good with that?
I am looking at trading Euro USD as well,
Mm-hmm.
and GBP CAD,
Okay.
GBP CAD, but I'm mostly just focusing on GBP USD.
Okay. So mainly major pairs for you.
Yeah, major pairs.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, also because you mentioned you can hold trades for a little longer, so you don't need a pair to be extremely volatile. You can take your time to do the analysis and wait for the setup to get executed basically. How is it going with this new funded trader program account? Happy with the results so far?
Yeah, I'm actually in the trade right now.
Okay.
But yeah, so I need to start trading more frequently with this account because of the fact that I've got other funded accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes my focus can drift, but I need to focus on this account because it's a lot easier for me to double the account, whereas I can't do that with the other prop firms.
I
With the
see.
other prop firms, to scale up the accounts, I have to trade on them for like about 4 months. But with this, I can hit the 10% target within 2 weeks and then get the account doubled.
Yeah, definitely the scaling plan is definitely more interesting in
Yeah,
this kind of program. We also have a different program that starts with a challenge on a demo account, and on that one the scaling program is a little bit different. This one, because you start straight away on live. We left the feature of the original Founder Trader program, where basically as soon as you hit the 10% target, your account gets doubled and you get a share of the profit. If, like
yeah,
yourself, manage to do that in less than 1 month, you actually get 10% extra in your profit share. So I think you got that right. You got 60%.
yeah,
You got 6%. Okay, that's good. You know that once you double your account a few times and you get to the six figures, the range of your profit share is actually going to increase. So instead of being 50 or 60%, you're going to go on 60 or 70%, all the way up to 90% when you get to higher accounts.
yeah.
That's good. That's very good. Shaq, what else do you think you want to share with our fellow traders?
I'd say for anyone watching, I used to be in the same situation as you. I remember watching these interviews that I'm having right now. I used to think to myself, oh, I wish I knew how to trade. It is possible. You just have to put in the work for a very long time and stay consistent. And then by the end of it, it will pay off. And you never know, you might be like me on this interview
Oh,
in the
definitely.
future.
Definitely. Definitely.
Just
Thank you.
consistency. You just have to be consistent.
Consistent, the thing with consistency is it seems hard to reach a level of consistency in trading. And when I'm talking to consistency, I'm not only referring to the strategy, your trading plan, doing the same things over and over again, but also in terms of like profitability consistency. Like, for example, you can get 2% each and every month and still get better results of someone that 1 month can make 20%, next month is losing everything. So there is consistency in the approach to the market, in the trading in general. So as soon as you find your way that is not going too up or too down, but is again consistent, that is the point where you can actually say, okay, I'm an experienced full-time trader, because you will get yourself in a situation where whatever happened to the market, you know how to deal with that. And definitely the approach you're having of specializing in one currency pair is helping you, has been helping you in achieving this reward, this target. Shaq, thank you very much. I'll leave you trade, because I think that now you want to have a look at the market rather than,
Yeah.
it's fine. So we can continue this interview and this conversation once you have doubled the account a few times, and you can tell us the rest of the story. All right.
I look forward to speaking to you in the future.
Thank you very much, Shaq. Have a good day. Bye.